Why are some people so confident in any situation? That's because there are 5 levels of confidence. By the end of this video, you'll learn which level of confidence you are at and how you can get to the next level. Level 1 is forgetting the fixed mindset. The first compulsory step to communicating with confidence is simply believing that confidence is a skill.
What is the secret to this magnetism? Because it's not inbuilt.
I wasn't born with it, I would say. I think it's called confidence.
Okay.
I feel like confidence is something you can teach yourself.
Most people think confidence is a fixed character trait. Then there's the second level, behavior-based confidence. At this level, you focus on your external habits and gathering positive reference experiences. So you might adopt body language that signals comfort.
I wanted to keep you empowered from my side.
One way to do that is to remind yourself to be comfortable in conversation.
Who was your co-star? A lot of the comic cast was also repeated. You had sort of, that was the first time you were playing a Sardar, which of course...
Another way to do that might be to respond at your own pace. Sometimes this can mean slowing down.
Have you been moving forward?
Different days, different answers, but
Pausing like that can help you calm down when you are nervous. But changing your physical state like this will instantly make you more relaxed. But confidence at this stage can also mean speeding up to express enthusiasm.
You know, you watch Christian Bale and you see one movie of his, man, you can't believe it's the same guy. It's like that. Also Christian Bale, but he's Batman also, but he's the machinist also, but he's this also,
These external habits are helpful starting points, but they are not a sustainable long-term solution. Which brings us to level 3, situation-specific confidence. At this level, the source of your confidence is competence in specific situations. You realize that emotions and physical states like anxiety or discomfort can affect your confidence. To develop confidence of this level, you adopt the rep mindset. Rep means repetition. You gather repeated positive experiences in situations that scare you.
I didn't even know if I'm going to be an actor at that time. But I had kind of opened up to expressing myself creatively, and it started with me being a dancer, and I was actually a shy kid. So I actually gained confidence in that area of being able to perform or like do anything in front of anybody.
Break down the situation that scares you into a manageable chunk and then slowly push your comfort zone without breaking it. So if you're nervous about giving a presentation at work, you record yourself at home and then analyze that footage for areas of improvement. Each week I send out an email that will help you truly master your social skills in personal and professional situations. Click the link in the description if you'd like to sign up. But confidence at this level can be easily shaken because it's tied to external experiences. That's why you need level 4, which is unshakable confidence. At this level, you go from situationally confident to generally confident.
So I know myself, and I know my frailties, and I know my nonsensical things, and I know my issues, and I know I snore at night. I can't deny that. So I can make fun of it. I can make fun of myself also. People who make fun of themselves actually are the most confident.
This type of confidence comes from living out your personal values. Values are ideals that guide your behavior. Now you can change your behavior to align with your values. What's cool about this level is that your version of confidence will be personal to you because everyone has different values.
I believe that people who have a sense of humor have depth.
When you change your behavior to match your values, you will automatically start becoming more confident in conversation. You won't need other people to validate your actions because you know you won't even need it anymore. For example, Ben Affleck values making exceptional movies, so he started a company to live out this value. Now watch the conviction in his voice as he's talking about his mission.
Any of those genres of movies can be better. That would be my argument. But let's do a good one. Let's make it smart. Let's have it be interesting. Let's surprise the audience. Let's make them care about it. I know you can get people to watch people shooting each other and things blowing up because they're stoned and it's 2 a.m. and they're flipping through Netflix. But let's aim a little higher than that.
You will also find it easy to connect with like-minded people because you're able to bring up your values in conversation.
Would you second guess yourself also? Being a star, because a lot of actors, when they don't have much to lose, you can take any risk that you want.
3 things this reminds me of. 3 values that I live by.
Here's an example from Shah Rukh Khan.
But no, I love being loved. I love being a big star. I love being in the public eye.
Now, values are a complicated topic, but if you'd like to start today, here's one question you can ask yourself. What is one thing that I'm doing wrong, that I know I'm doing wrong, that I could fix, that I would fix? Your confidence at this level will be rooted in your perception of yourself and not external realities. You stop measuring conditional confidence, which rises or falls with money or success, and you start measuring confidence relative to your past self.
ये नहीं कहूँगा मैं पूरा ही confident हूँ या बस 10 on 10 है confidence पे. वो 10 on 10 पता नहीं कब मुझे feel होगा. But हाँ, it's on the incline.
you'll realize that even if you get rejected, you begin to think of it as a lack of skill or a lack of fit and not a personal rejection of who you are.
I have very late in life again stumbled upon the idea of or the concept of self-acceptance. It's taken me a long time. But I feel that that is the beginning of self-improvement and self-exploration.
One trait of this type of confidence is that you stop trying to be confident all the time and you give yourself space. And that's when you reach level 5, which is where you realize that it was never about being confident in the first place. It was about unlearning self-doubt. Confidence at this level is about having unconditional positive self-regard. Now that means you treat yourself with kindness and compassion.
You've got to be easy on yourself. Now I've started cutting myself some slack. I used to be overtly hard on myself.
You allow yourself to be vulnerable and admit to what you lack, which paradoxically is something only extremely confident people can do.
जाता हूँ 5-star होटल में स्वीट्स हैं, बड़े डबल बेड हैं, उन पे मैं लेटता हूँ कभी तो मैं याद करता हूँ कि जब मैं 3rd class कंपार्टमेंट में आया था बॉम्बे तो there was no place to sit.
Now here he was just describing a past experience, which seems relatively normal, right?
कभी सुबह ट्रॉली पे वो नाश्ता लेके आता है, ब्रेकफास्ट पूरा बटर जैम और हाफ फ्राइड एग्स कॉफी.
But now watch as he shares a difficult emotion that every one of us has felt at some point or another.
हाफ फ्राइड एग्स कॉफी तो तेरी औकात. अभी भी मुझे लगता है कि ये ब्रेकफास्ट मेरा नहीं, किसी और का है जो मुझे मिल जाए.
And that takes extreme confidence. Ultimately, confidence isn't about always being loud. Sometimes it's gentle, and that's perhaps the biggest lesson about confidence that I've learned. Now that you've learned about confidence, the next problem you will face is that your mind might go completely blank in conversation. If you want to stop that from happening, watch this video.